The New Orleans Pelicans select Dyson Daniels.
Taken at pick 8 in the 2022 NBA draft, 20-year-old Bendigo boy Dyson Daniels is making big waves.
Y'all ready for this? That's beautiful, Dyson Daniels!
Establishing himself as a defensive weapon.
Blocked away by Dyson.
He's equally lethal at the other end of the court.
Dyson on the run out by Pokusevski. Hard to the hole.
From point guard to point-blank range.
Cooks. Oh, my!
Not content with leading the Sydney Kings to back-to-back NBL titles.
Corners. Oh! Over Soto, if you don't mind!
27-year-old Xavier Cooks is now bringing the X Factor to the Washington Wizards.
Upstairs to Xavier Cooks.
Now, the NBA has sent the pair back down under to conquer the next big sporting frontier, pickleball.
Oh! Yes, Dawson!
Adjusting to a life where the ball goes over the net rather than into it.
Would you please welcome NBA superstars Xavier Cooks and Dyson Daniels. Great to have you here. Are you considering a career change to pickleball?
I definitely wouldn't. I was trash. But yeah, it was good fun, though. It was a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun, but yeah, it definitely wasn't for me.
But pickleball is like this kind of easier version of tennis. But you guys played against a rugby league player and a boxer. Are you just trying to confuse everyone? What's going on?
Yeah, I don't really know what was going on, to be honest either.
Just focus on getting over the net. That was
Exactly. Just trying to not hurt myself, running around on them courts. But it was good fun, playing against those guys, and it was good to, just learn a new sport.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, Dyson, I've got some footage here of you matching up on LeBron James and defending against him. I mean, this guy's one of the greatest basketballers to ever play the game. Here you are. How does it feel to you? I mean, I'm sure that you grew up watching LeBron James play. How does it feel when you're on the court and you are defending someone like LeBron James?
Yeah, it's pretty special. For me, being in that moment was surreal. Growing up, with one of the greatest players ever to play the game, and being on the same floor as him. So, be out there and just going at him head to head. It was a surreal moment, and I got a few good photos and a few good moments with it. So,
are you tempted to be like bounce, bounce? I love you and keep going.
It does. You can say that, but no. Once you're out there, you're locked in. You don't want to mess up, especially as a rookie. But it's all fun and games, and when you're on the floor with someone like that of his caliber, it's pretty special.
Is it overwhelming for you?
I wouldn't say it's overwhelming, but it was my 6th or 7th game, into the NBA where I got matched up on him, and the Lakers, they had so much talented players on the team, and they also had Russell Westbrook on the team, who was my favourite player growing up. So to be able to be out there with both those guys on the floor was pretty overwhelming. But at the end of the day, it's my job to go out there and defend them and play hard. So that's what I did.
And not be overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are there any go-to things though that he does that you're kind of like, maybe I could? I'll just take a bit of that and put it into my game.
I mean, there was a moment out there. It was my welcome to NBA moment where I was standing there trying to take a charge, and he just ran straight through me. So I got no call. I was on the ground with him just standing over me with the ball going through the net. So that was my welcome to NBA.
Well, Xavier, you were 27 before you got out there onto the court. Was there ever a point that you thought you're worried that it might not happen for you?
For sure. I mean, probably the last 2 years after winning the first championship, I thought it was my time, and the phone call never came, and the doubt started to creep in. And I still remember that day when my agent called me and said the time's coming, and it was probably the happiest basketball moment I've ever had in my life, so it was pretty cool.
And it's a family affair, right? Because your dad played college ball over in the States, I believe. What was it like for you growing up with him? Was it just, I imagine, very intense one-on-ones, like in the backyard?
By the time I was playing basketball, his knees were cooked by then. But he's done a good job. Like, my dad's been a good job of, it's always tough when your dad's a coach as well, that you don't want to, cross that boundaries. My dad's done a really good job of being a father first and a coach second, so it's been pretty cool.
It feels to me, guys, like there is a bit of an Aussie invasion going on right now into the NBA. Why do you think that's the case?
Yeah, I think, there's a lot of talented Aussies, coming through in the last few years. It's really starting to show in the NBA. And I think, just in general, international basketball has really picked up. And, the young guys coming through, the programs that Australia's, built, the Centre of Excellence, the NBA Academy, people who are coming through there are really getting good looks. And, it's just starting to show with the players and the talent coming from Australia and the NBA.
Well, you can catch Dyson and Xavier at the NBA flagship store at Melbourne Emporium tomorrow from 10 a.m. Would you please put your hands together for Dyson Daniels and Xavier Cooks?